Hey guys, welcome to my first Let's Play, the game from HAL Laboratory called Kirby Mass Attack. Alright, just a heads up, this is done on an emulator. Do not message me asking what emulator I use or where I got the ROM. I will not give it. You can beg all you want, you can give me cookies, I just won't do it. So let's begin. I have a file going on right now. So one day Kirby went exploring in the Popopo Islands south of Popstar. He was snoozing in a field, napping the day away. What's this? Then dark clouds filled the sky, and the skull-faced fiend descended. It was Necroduce, the leader of the Skull Gang. The Skull Gang wanted to drown the light in darkness. Sounds like a typical villain thing, if you ask me. Necroduce raised his staff and struck Kirby with his mischievous magic. He split Kirby into 10 copies of himself, each having only a fraction of Kirby's greatness. The fiend was easily able to defeat each of these weaker Kirbys. Before long, there was only one Kirby left. Popstar was about to lose its greatest defender and plunge into darkness forever. As the last Kirby raised his head, he saw a star shining brightly. It was from Kirby's own heroic heart, which had flown to safety. His heart called out to him, "Hey, listen! Follow me!" We can fight Necroduce together. Anywho, we're about to get into the first stage of action. So began Kirby's quest to save Popstar and restore Kirby back to his usual self. They could defeat Necroduce, and maybe they could use his magic staff to make everything right. Anywho, here we are at Green Grounds, which is Area 1, and the tutorial is pretty self-explanatory. That's the number of Kirbys you need to enter the stage. So let's get going. Just follow the instructions. Okay, so this is fruit. Like many games, if you get 100 of something, you will gain extra Kirby in this case. As you can tell, the apples are worth 1 each on the fruit bar. You will cause the blocks to disappear, basically, and now it's your job to chase after them. That help bubble just explains how to float, which I am doing right now. So I'll go in the door. Now, this enemy will cause star blocks to spawn, and even a bomb block. Star blocks are just your basic obstacle and can be defeated by the method I'm about to show you. And bomb blocks are usually surrounded by indestructible blocks, and take one hit to destroy. There are other types of blocks which we will come across later, which function pretty much the same as bomb blocks. Anywho, so let's try and get that bomb block. There we go. And then we go in the door by floating up to it and walking in it. Now this introduces combat. So tap on that P-bond and you'll get an apple each time you defeat one. Yeah, forgive me if I get slow with my commentary here. This is live commentary, so I do tend to focus more on the action than what I'm trying to say. Alright, so you saw that path, right? Well, what you'll want to do is take Kirby floating up through here for some fruit and a medal. Medals are worth 1,000 points and unlock things in the extras menu, which will be discussed a little later. So go through, defeat the P-bombs, and gather up the fruit. Oh yeah, bananas are worth 10. Maxim tomatoes, which appear a little later, are instant fills for your fruit meter. Tomatoes are fruits, so yeah, that explains why it fills up the fruit meter. Anywho, grab onto these vines, and as you pull down, you will release some apples. Both of these have apples. So, make sure you grab them if you want as many Kirbys as possible. Oh yeah, double tapping the star will cause your Kirbys to run to where the star is. It does take a little practice. Okay, now this plant here, you'll need a team of 5 Kirbys to get it. Because see, I'll show you. Kirby will just get flung off. See? A large group of Kirbys is needed for many tasks, so just make sure you add more Kirbys as the game progresses. You'll need more and more Kirbys, ultimately needing 10 to face the boss of the area. So, let's continue on. You fling yourself at the Kirby, at the enemy. Yes, sometimes you'll get thrown off, and if that happens, don't worry too much. Just keep flinging them back at him, and you'll take them down in no time. So let's do that. There we go, we got an apple out of it. So fling Kirby into the seam and you'll get fruit. And look, there's 100 fruit, so we get another Kirby. And look, a melon. The melon's at, I think, 25. Anywho, we got another 100 fruit, so there's another Kirby. Now, some enemies definitely will take more than one Kirby to take down. Now, as you saw on that sign, there is a heal rate. If you have any blue Kirbys, which means they've taken one hit, just grab your group and bring them up through the ring. It'll turn any blue Kirbys pink. But since I haven't really done anything... Now, as you can see, this door leads to a special warp which shoots you directly to the exit. It is only accessible after you've beaten the level once. So let's just keep going to beat these P-bombs. Now here's an interesting one. Yeah, as you can tell, if you get hit by one of those purple things, you only have a few seconds to save the Kirby before he gets KO'd. Anywho, have them latch onto this, and you'll start a action minigame. What you'll want to do is tap the circle as fast as you can, like this. And once you fill the bar, you will pull the plant out, and... sorry about that. Unleash a barrel full of fruit. Ooh, that was close. Alright. Now, if you want to avoid one of those plants, do not pull the one on the right. Because instead of spawning something good like this one does, a medal, and which it seems we have missed one, but that's okay, because we can always come back and get it another time. So let's just proceed. Hop in the cannon here. Some fire in fixed directions. Uh-oh. That wasn't good. Now send a Kirby at this star, and you'll get the last medal of the area. The third medal is hidden in that plant, in which you'll need 5 Kirbys to get. Anywho, go in here, and that's the end of the level. Now, if you take no damage, you'll get a gold star. If you have blue Kirbys, but none that have turned into angels and tried to fly off, you'll get a silver star. If you rescue a KO'd Kirby, you'll get a bronze star. Otherwise, it'll just say success. Anywho, that'll do it for me now. Come back next time when we will tackle stage 2 of Green Grounds.